All right, you guys, so this is one of those first Kswap work days. I essentially just put out a group message to all my buddies being like, hey, come on over, bring some drills. Does it work?
It's tight enough.
It's shaving away metal, that's for sure.
We need to get some work done. Swapping out this K has been one of those things that's just been like, man, like it's been a big undertaking for me. With having a family and time and, oh man, it's been work.
We're trying to get these brackets in. I have two different ones, these K-tuned brackets, and I got these ASR brackets that were in there before. With the hybrid racing radiator, it's got kind of different steps on the bottom of it.
We're going to touch the metal through the thread holes with a very small drill bit first, since the marker's not deep enough.
So what's been better for me is to have the guys over. Thankfully, I have some awesome friends who are willing to help out and are great at doing it.
What this guy does, the hybrid racing part of it, is actually going to sit out this way. And if you see the holes right down in there, they line up with those two holes. So that's the base plate. Then take the shifter right there next to you.
Okay.
The part that you're holding on to goes that way. Yep. And it sits on top of those there.
Sweet. Okay, that makes sense. And then we just have to drill.
You got to drill those
These
two
two?
holes. Yep, back
And
there.
then do we just use these existing?
We should be able to, yes.
I didn't realize it was tapered like this on one side.
Oh yeah.
So I'm actually going to rely on that.
Okay.
Because I was like, this way it's not even close. But this way it fits actually pretty perfectly.
We installed the Kswap radiator, which is a dual core aluminum full size radiator. And then we also installed some other hybrid racing components like this shift kit here. We needed to take out the bracket between the firewall. Brian measuring my ceiling because he wanted to put a lift in. And, you know, just seeing where we were going to run these cables through. This one to me made the most sense. Of course, then you can find online these nice little plates that you can buy that you run the cables through after. And then it just is a nice little vanity plate, I guess you'd call it. And it makes it look a little bit more complete. Brian really wanted to get in and do all the radiator stuff. He loves doing kind of like fabrication and welding and all that kind of stuff. We didn't need to weld in this case, but it was something that he wanted to tackle that job. So I was super thankful for that. And then I was kind of just bumming around seeing who needed help with what and where. Unfortunate part of doing YouTube stuff is someone has to film it as well. And since we don't have a camera person, well,
The most structural part of the car now.
the most structural.
Yeah. Oh man.
Not going anywhere.
Yeah, that's going nowhere. Awesome, Brian.
That radiator that Brian put in, that thing is solid. So those mounts that he put in, really nice. We figured it out in the end. Really solid piece in there. So it seems like it's going to work out well. Obviously, we got to get out to the track and shake this thing down. That's going to be the big test. And obviously, as well, when I first get out there, I'm not just going to freaking rip it in this thing. There's like everything in this engine bay is new. So many parts on this car now are new and just being bolted down. So, you know, that first day getting back out there, I'm really going to just take my time with it, you know, shake it down, a true shakedown, see what falls off, and we'll put it back on. Dusan was out there. It was great to have Dusan. He's messing with the fuel pump. I feel like even back in the day, if we look back onto some old videos, Dusan was messing with the fuel pump then too. I don't know, he just gravitates to that area. I don't know. Right? It's already came with it, but
Gotta do it.
you gotta swap it.
You gotta put the K20K too.
We're all like admiring this bolt.
Oh, so this was a cool moment. We were putting the RBC intake manifold on. Us being K-Series complete newbies, we were looking at it the wrong way at one point, which, wow. if you cut.
Okay, you gotta bring Luke out here so we can match the shapes up. Like,
Learning, that's all I can say, learning. But so, yeah, we finally got that thing on.
So this was for the lights.
Yes,
this was.
they were. That was kind of a cool moment because, you know, especially in the Kswap Civics, it's always such a cool moment, I guess a big moment, to see the transverse engine in there, right? Like, I'm so used to having the exhaust coming out the front of the engine. So now it's really weird having it in the back and having the intake manifold in front.
Again, the issue is the radiator, where the bottom, these two are stepped lower than these.
Why do I have 4? All the alternate sizes.
The way this was designed was to work with the original radiator bracket and AC fan. So like, it's awesome, but I don't have that anymore. So not so awesome at the moment.
But man, that K series just looks at home in there. My goodness, it's looking good. So it's kind of just putting all these pieces in that we could today. The coolant piping, the radiator, we put the shifter cables in. We got the shifter installed, which that's a really beautiful piece from Hybrid Racing. Very simple to install as well. That radiator would have been simple to install as well if I didn't already have my AC brackets cut out. With those being gone, it made it a little bit more of a pain. But if you still currently have those in your car and you're going Kswap and you're doing the full-size radiator, man, that thing was super easy. Yeah, the marker, Brian, the marker is like literally perfect size. Like it just... Oh, but it's not going all the way through, no!
Maybe you pushed on it?
Yeah, I did. So, yeah, really good, solid day. We got a ton of work done. I really appreciate all the guys, Travis, Brian, Trey, Dusan. It was an excellent day. So appreciate their work. And it was just a ton of fun to hang out. I really like these days just to get together and, you know, be in the garage and do some cool stuff.
These are longer. They drop in here. And these are shorter ones fit in here.
Gotcha. All right, so your nuts are gonna come through the bottom, because that went all the way through.
These down to the measurement spot at least.
Keep it relatively loose.
Yeah. Let's do a little bit.
Yeah.
Front of this inside bumper comes. This is as far back as this bracket can go, and this is as far forward as this bracket can go. So it just kind of has to be at this angle, which seems kind of silly to me. It would be functional,
Yeah.
but it looks dumb.
But it looks dumb.
But this does reach, which is nice, because I was having a problem getting that line up.
Yeah.
And then once it's tight, of course, which is this thread, it would work.
Well, okay, so what we could do from here is test that the hoses actually work.
True, good point. Hoses. Fitting is probably more important than anything else.
Right, if angle is somewhat dumb, I can live with that compared to, let's at least make it work.
They'll walk off if you don't.
I don't think we need that for right now.
So this one, though, I don't know how this one fits yet.
Again, chopping. No, so actually this has to go like this because intake tube comes up over top. So this would have to go.
That might be made to fit, maybe? We'll figure out if this is going to drain.
Well,
shot the old. Perfect length.
That Brian would want to do.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I would like that kind of stuff. At least this isn't under the car. Okay. Action shots. Let me get you with a hammer or something?
Maybe.
Shot's already broken.
Yep, you never know.
Catch a heart attack. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I got another really cool episode coming up with some great progress in the next one. We're going to be working with the exhaust system, which is a complete custom thing for the K series, you know. So really cool pieces to go with that, and a lot more to come. So thank you guys for watching. Talk to you in the next one.